Tiger ball.
All right, we're going to go live here.
Carter Ike on the tackle.
We'll have 3 seconds.
All right, welcome to SCTV. Ran into a little bit of computer trouble here at the beginning, but we are up and running now. We're just under 10 minutes left in the first quarter. NC has scored a touchdown on their first series. Had a short kick, and then 3 plays later they were in the end zone. They did get the extra point, so the current score now is 7-0.
We got a Jeff West timeout.
Timeout, Jefferson West.
What in the world did I do with? Yeah. Okay. Let me see those. We're going to stick right here on this first timeout. We are, like I said, a little bit behind today, but I'm John Howard. We've got Greg Schuliance with us today with the play-by-play. Caleb Rittenhauer on the production. Always Billy O on the camera. And Dave Haberkamp here helping us out. We are down Mike Stahlbomber today. He had a tragedy in his family, and he's not going to be here. He's with his family today, and so we're just going to carry the torch for him and do the best we can without him to broadcast this game.
Like John said, this is Greg Schuliance. I will be trying to fill somewhat of Mike's shoes this evening, so we will get started. Quarterback for Jeff West is number 5. That would be Tucker Holdhouse.
Creighton Holman with the carry to the right side.
He gives a give to number 24, Clayton Holman. Looks like that was a gain of 2.
Short gain there. The Nemaha's defense is on point again like usual, and they're just really tough to run through up the middle.
Jeff West going to go 3 wide to the near side with a single back behind Holdhouse. It's like a little misdirection there. Holdhouse takes off. It's going to be stopped
Nice run
by Blake
Holman
Stahlbomber
to the left side.
and Jake Hunley.
Tackle.
Nearly a stop for a loss there. He was able to squeeze his way out of that pocket and get a few positive yards.
It's going to bring up 4th down and 2 for Jeff West. Decision time. We do have an injured player down here on the side
Right
for
on the
Jeff West.
sidelines. Today is military appreciation on today's game. So they did a little ceremony before the game, and we'd also like to thank all our service men and women for everything they do for us. All the players came out on the field. Everybody was carrying a flag. It was really neat, and I can see that Jeff West have special jerseys on tonight. We hope he's not too hurt.
I say once again, the pause in the actions. Can't quite catch his number.
Yeah, he's just in a spot where you can't see him well.
I don't know. I'm thinking that might be Holdhouse.
Was it? I wondered.
The quarterback on that quarterback rollout.
We couldn't really see the tag.
Yeah, that's who it is.
Yep.
They got him to his feet. He's walking off. Looks like it's going to be something in his left shoulder. The way he's grabbing.
Looks like they have another quarterback under center, at least for now. We'll see
Like
if
77 is going to be back to punt.
we were watching this on the kickoff. 77 was also doing the kickoff, and we said he's going to give Mongo a run for his money as far as.
Oh, boy, he's a running back now. That punt, and he loses the ball. They're going to call him down. That's too much pressure by the Thunder. Got in there and made 77 think twice.
Just wasn't quite able to get the kickoff, and then he was trying to tuck it and run, and
that
just nowhere
work.
to go.
That didn't work either. So we'll once again get to see the Thunder offense. With Carter Hike at the quarterback. Handoff to Cooper. He's going to go around the outside. Looks like he lowers his shoulder. He's into the end zone.
Greg, is that his second touchdown tonight? Did he score the first touchdown as well?
Yes, I believe. Yeah. So it'll be his second touchdown already tonight. And we still have got 9 minutes and 11 seconds left in the first quarter.
He's so difficult to bring down, and when you get ahead of steam like that, just had one man at the goal line to kind of bulldoze over.
We got Camden Smith kicking the extra points tonight, the freshman. He was good on his first. I didn't get a signal on that second. Yeah.
Yep, it's good. So
he's 2 for 2 as a freshman.
Last few weeks they've been going through different kickers, trying to that's been a struggle for him so far this year, and looks like maybe they found someone that they like on the kicking game. Some of these games haven't been super close, but when you get to the close ones, you're definitely going to need that kicking game.
Yes, that kicking game is going to be very important coming down the stretch.
Jeff West comes into tonight's contest 0-4, and the Thunder are 4-0 coming into tonight.
Once again, Connor Dieters will be kicking it off. We've got number 3, Cole Gilbert, the senior. I believe number 24.
Connor Dieters to kick off.
The black and white combination is not always the easiest to see down there.
Well, not that, but their programs are also kind of a little different. The ball is returned by Gilbert. Looks like he's stopped by number 16 for the Thunder.
Short kick and not much of a return. He was trying to scoop it up, and they got on top. Thunder got on top of it before he really had an opportunity to get anywhere.
Yeah, just looking at their roster, Jeff West is a very young team. You can tell that with.
Yeah, a handful of seniors, but a lot of freshmen and sophomore.
Yeah. And Jeff West is going to burn another timeout.
Timeout, Jeff West Tigers.
That's their second of the half. We're only
Okay, we will.
First quarter.
Yeah, we're going to go to commercial, and we'll be back with you.
This program.
Aubrey Phillips placed 22nd. Sophie Waters placed 24th. Lucas Twombly placed 19th. Chase Hillman 25th. First place in the junior varsity were Carson Taylor.
Still not. Okay, I think we're just going to stay right here on this one. We are definitely missing Mike today, and we all think we know what we're doing, but with Mike standing over his shoulder, it makes it pretty easy. So we're working our way through some of the kinks here, but we'll get it worked out before the game's over.
Or at least we hope we will.
Yeah, well, that's the idea at least.
I'll sure try. Looks like Jeff West does have a new quarterback. Handoffs to 21 up the middle. Once again, the wall of thunder. That's
Yeah.
Caden Perry, a freshman.
So, Greg, we were on the bus coming back from the last game, and we kept talking about what we were going to name the offensive defensive line. We never come up with anything, but I like the wall of thunder. That's pretty good.
You get them three big boys there, that's what they create is a wall.
That is right.
Looks like number 1's doing the quarterbacking now for Jeff West, another freshman. He rolls out. His pass is going to be errant here on the sideline. No receivers in line. Once again, he's being chased by that defensive line.
Yeah, got Holden Bass on his tail. It
make you want to get rid of the ball.
Get rid of that ball quick.
It's going to bring up third, and it looks like about 13 for Jeff West. They've done nothing but gone in the wrong direction here in the first quarter. They're going to go trips to the near side with a single back. So the freshman quarterback, he rolls to the right. Looks like that defense is going to get him again. This time it's 27 Leonard on the sack.
Leonard came from the outside there and just he was looking for just the defensive backs, had everybody covered up and just no one to throw it to and just nowhere to run. Puts them deep for a fourth. And we'll see what they go with here. They didn't have a lot of success on the kicking game, so we'll see if they try that again. Or if they
77's back again to punt. It'll be 4th and 20, it looks like. That snap ain't helping him at all, but he does get a nice punt off. Takes a Jeff West roll. Looks like they're going to down it at the 40.
So good field position again for Nemaha Central.
With 7:35 left in the first quarter, the Thunder are going to take over from the Jeff West 40 with a 14-0 lead.
Thunder been all on the ground so far tonight. Just nothing in, no passes yet.
Carter Hikes, quarterback with his brother to the left. Gavin Kane goes in motion. Give his to Kane. He sidesteps somebody. Stopped there by number 3.
Nice job by Kane reacting there. He just about got stopped for a loss. I didn't catch the number who kind of rolled through there, but if he was on his feet, he would have got him for a loss. But he was able to redirect that and get some positive yards.
Cooper Hike back, quarterback hands off to his brother. This time they're going to clog up that center. Big number 77, he'll block a couple holes.
Yeah, Jeff West has got a 77 is got a real big nose guard there, and he was able to get a few yards, but he's going to be tough to run through, that's for sure.
Yeah, you best sidestep him. It's going to bring up 3rd down and short. I think the first 3rd down this evening for the Thunder. Cooper Hike in the pistol. Excuse me, Carter Hike. With Leonard to his left and Cooper lined up behind him. Ooh, a little misdirection there. Looks like Jeff West is going to get him. I think there was a little miscommunication back.
Sure seemed that way. They just wasn't sure which way he wanted to run, and Jeff West was kind of sniffed that out right off the bat, and they were able to stop him for a loss.
It's going to bring up about 4th down and 5. The Thunder's going to keep their offense out there. They're sending a receiver to the near side, one to the far back in the pistol. This time it goes to Cooper, and there's the hole. And he's going Nobody seems to slow him down. Somebody tripped him up down there about the 8-yard line.
Nice job. Nice run. Gets ahead of steam, like I said, and then you get that offensive line, make a big hole for him. Makes him get a nice, easy start, and then was able to fight his way for a nice gain.
Yeah, he had one man to trip him, and he got
He was the one that got him.
He got him. They're going to give it to him right up the center this time.
Boy, it looks like he got it from here, but they're not. They're saying he's short at the 1-yard line.
Yeah. See if he can get his third touchdown this evening.
He's been their workhorse for him tonight, and I guess all season. We'll see if they just let him work the way in.
They're going to give it to him again, and he's going to walk in untouched. For his third touchdown, brings it 20-0 with 4:57 left here in the first quarter, with an extra point attempt coming up. Looks like it'll be Camden Smith's again to try.
He's had good success so far today.
Freshman is kicking 100%. We'll see what. Like another one up and good there. So he's 3 for 3. It brings it 21-0 with 4:57 left here in the first quarter.
Let's go to one of our commercials, and we'll be back with you here shortly. You're watching SCTV.
Buying a new vehicle doesn't have to be stressful. Just ask any of our customers.
Wow, that was easy.
Our inventory keeps growing because of our great deals and friendly service. We invite you to come to Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca, where we have the latest new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks for the farmer and all of us. Did you say sports cars? Oh yeah, we have those too.
Come see us. It's like a car show every day.
Experience the difference at Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca.
All right, we're back. We've got 4:57 left in the first quarter. Nemaha Central is up 21-0. Again, we've got 3 extra points that were good, and we haven't had that all season. I don't think 3 extra points in a row, so hopefully they've made some changes and got that figured out, but it's looking really good tonight. Connor Dieters again for the kick. I was bragging him up the last few times. He's kicking all the way out of the end zone. We'll see.
See what he does here. Looks like 24, number 3, back deep for them. That's another deep kick. Perfect kick, picked up at the 5. By one of the lone seniors, Jeff West, and then just met immediately. I believe that's number 6. Carter Hike stopped him dead in his tracks.
Nice stop there on that. He had a nice head of steam on him. They were able to take him down hard.
It was a good form tackle. Used his shoulders, wrapped him up, took him down.
And you see
there
when you,
was no doubt.
From up here, it was a nice tackle, and you can really tell that both guys get up and they're both safe and feel good because the tackle's done just like it. They teach it.
See who's in here at quarterback for Jeff West. Looks like it's
Still no Tucker.
don't see him. I believe it's going to be number 1 again. Yep. Yeah, number 24, Clayton Holman, the freshman. Got it, but once again met that purple wall.
We are using Rossville's sheet here for the names of the players. Jeff West. Well, what did I say?
They're close to Rossville colors.
Jeff West, sorry. And I see that they've got it by year instead of by number, so we're having a hard time tracking down some of the numbers on some of these plays to match them up with the player.
Nevertheless, brings up second down for Jeff West. They hand it off again to 24, the freshman, and he is going to get nowhere. That was a swarm of thunder there.
I'm not going to make that mistake again.
Well, let's see what Jeff West does. They're going to split 2 wide, 2 near. Single back in the backfield. Back pass is going to be incomplete. Darn near intercepted there. I believe that's Aiden Brockstrom on that side.
He was right there, but nice pass. But there was 3 defenders defending that receiver. Been a tough catch to make, that's for sure.
16 is going to be Jaden Thomas. I believe he's in coverage on that. 77 again for Jeff West, back to punt. And gets another decent punt off. Gavin King watches it. Jeff West is going to make it go dead at their own 45-yard line.
Besides the initial kickoff, this would be the best field position that Jeff West has had on defense so far tonight.
Yeah, the Thunder have had the ball 3 times and scored each and every time. Jeff West, I don't know if we have the stats, but I bet you it's probably in the negative.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think they've had a lot of positive yards.
Yet to complete a pass, I do know that. Thunder's going to go a little wide, 2 wide on the top. Single set Kane down here close. They're going to fake it in the pass by Carter. Kane's open. Goes up high, and that ball's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Clayman Holman, the freshman. That was just a jump ball, and it looked like King got out jumped.
Yeah.
Or out timed.
Yeah, Holman was in a good spot to make that interception. Kane just, I would think more of it looks like timing. Kane just did not quite get the jump at the right time, and Jeff West was able to come down with the ball.
Well, we'll see what Jeff West does. They've only got 10 yards. They move 10 yards backwards, and we'll be scoring again. So they go 1 wide to the top side, 1 wide near side. They're going to be in the pistol set. Number 3 in motion. And he's going to get turned in and thrown down hard by Stahlbaumer.
Almost got stopped for a loss there.
Yeah, he was thrown hard to the ground.
Yeah, just nearly avoided a tackle for a loss. Was able to wiggle his way for a few positive yards.
Looks like Kane might have got a little shaken up on the play. They bring in Carter Rottinghouse on this near side corner. They're going trips far side, single wide near, single back. Thunder's going to bring some heat off this right side. And pass, and it's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by, I think that's 18.
I think so too. 12? It's too far away for us old guys to see.
Yeah, it was intercepted by number 12, Aiden Broxman, and brought back to the house. So we throw an interception, and 2 plays later, we get it back and score again.
He was in a great spot for that interception, and he was able to almost make it uncontested. He had a defender right at the end there, just kind of put a little spin move on him, was able to get into the end zone.
We'll see Camden Smith again. His kick is up and good. Looks like the Thunder may have found something in him.
Absolutely.
And they have been no doubters. Down the middle with some length to go.
All right, let's go to a quick commercial, and we'll be back with you here shortly. You're watching SCTV.
I'll take a grande, no foam, triple cap, double pump vanilla latte with 3.5 ice cubes, slightly shaken, extra whip.
Yeah, that's going to be an upcharge.
Great! This one is on my Kasasa cashback checking account. Kasasa pays me cash back on everyday debit card purchases, plus refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. Go on, take back banking and treat yourself to monthly cash rewards.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank.
All right, we're back here. We looks like 2 minutes and, I don't know, 2 seconds, 10 seconds, 11 seconds.
Our vantage point is not very good here from the box. Looks like we're going to have number 16, Jaden Thomas, kicking off.
2:11 left in the quarter.
Looks like we got Cole Gilbert deep, along with Clayton Holman. Kick's going to be fair caught by number 30 for Jeff West.
Short kick. He thought about it for a minute and decided maybe taking a knee was the best option there.
Yeah, he's seen a lot of white jerseys coming. He was waving his hand pretty fast. Going to bring up first down 10 Jeff West from the 30-yard line. Might be one of their better field position games. Or to start the drive, anyway.
Yeah, I think that's probably one of their best field positions.
We're going a single wide up, 2 wides to the near side in a pistol formation. Oh, looks like the run back went the wrong way. Number 1. Brody Thelen.
The Thunder defense is not going to let you get away with a mistake like that. They shut that down quick.
Yeah, that wall is going to stop you if you make a mistake like that. Once again, Thelen, the freshman at quarterback. They started with Tucker Holdhouse, but was injured on the out-of-bounds play early in the first quarter.
I don't see him on the sidelines either.
Like they're going trips with the motion man. Single setback down here, handoff up the middle. Looks like that might be the best gain of the game.
Yeah, nice carry there by 22.
I'm not even sure. There he is. Caleb Morrissey, the junior, with probably Jeff West's best offensive play of the night. West looking to the sideline, getting the play. Figured out they can't let the clock run out at the end of the quarter. We got 2 wides to the far side, 2 to the near, single setback. Takes a single setback, pitches it out to number 3, Cole Gilbert. He's upended, but it looks like it's going to be upended enough for a first down. I believe that's going to be Jeff West's first down of the first half.
First down.
The first quarter, I guess we're still in.
Just under 27 seconds and counting in the first quarter here. Jeff West on their best offensive drive of the game.
We're going to go with the freshman quarterback with 2 wide, 2 to the near side, and a single setback. Motion man's going to take it, and he's going to get dropped in the backfield. Let's see who that is over there. That's number 11. Jonah Dieters on the stop. Read that all the way, was in the backfield.
Absolutely, it was a great play. Looks like maybe they're going to end the quarter there. That's the end of the first quarter. Email Central 28. Jeff West 0. We'll go to commercial and we'll be back. You're watching SCTV.
As a cooperative, Ag Partners has deep ties to each community we call home. Our employees have worked, lived, and volunteered alongside generations of patrons in these rural areas, building relationships through years of trust. Looking ahead at the ever-changing world and ag industry, we look forward to working and growing together to help feed the world. Ag Partners, partnering for the future.
All right, we're back. Start the second quarter. Again, the score 28 to nothing. Nemaha Central. It's been really all Nemaha Central on offense. Jeff West still working on this drive right now, and it's been their best drive of the game so far.
And they're bringing up now a second and looks like about 14 after Jonah Dieters lost there to end the quarter.
So had a couple nice runs and then a tackle for a loss there. Got their first down of the game on this series.
Going to go with 2 in the backfield, a pistol formation, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far. Man in motion, he gets it. Trying to go outside, and you're not going to be able to do that against that defense.
Nice job by the defense, staying home, doing their jobs, making that just nowhere for him to go. Turned it up, and the same thing. He had defenders just right there. Maybe did he get a half a yard or a yard on the play?
It was a short minimal gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 13, it looks like. Looks like we got 2 to the far, 2 receivers to the near side. It's single setback under the freshman quarterback. Mishandles the snap, takes his time. There, the wall of the Thunder come. It doesn't take long, and they get there.
Nice job of scooping that up. He could have very easily just landed on top, but we was able to make that snap and pick it up and at least try to develop a play out of it. But
yeah, he only lost 2 or 3 there, where it could have been a 10-yard loss pretty
yeah,
easily.
Or a turnover.
Yeah. So we got number 77 back to kick.
High snap. He's able to get it off.
Looks like Carter Hike's going to take it around and gets into Jeff West field position. They're at the 47.
Just dragging guys for those extra yards.
It's going to bring up 1st down and 10 for the Thunder from the, talk about the Jeff West 47. Thunder have had the ball 4 times tonight and scored all 4 times.
Let's see what they draw up here.
Going to go back split. 2 to the near and 2 to the far, an empty backfield for Carter Hike. His brother's in motion there. Cooper, they'll give his to Cooper around the end. And he is stopped by big number 77.
Tristan Muskrat with the tackle. He's a big guy, and he gets a hold of you. You're going to have a hard time getting away from him.
Yeah, he's been about the only positive for Jeff West tonight on the defensive side. There's a pass from Hike to Gavin Kane. Splits some defenders, keeps on his feet.
Wide open Kane on that reception.
It's going to be about a gain of 15 yards and a Thunder 1st down. Looks like Jeff West has another player down. It's going to be number 2. Once again, it's like Scrabble trying to find these numbers on this program. There he is. Tate Seymour, a sophomore, is down on the far side. Sure, but he's going to walk off under his own power, thankfully.
Got a little limp, but look, he looks good, so it's always a good sign.
Like I say, this is a very young Jeff West team with only 8 seniors, 5 juniors, and the rest are freshmen and sophomore.
And a large freshman squad for Jeff West.
Yes. You're seeing that with as many of them that are playing tonight. So the Thunder come back out. It'll be first down and 10. So they're going to come into the pistol set behind Hike. Single set out here to the Kane to the near side. Looks like Leonard to the far side. No, that's Brockshman to the far side. The give is to Hike, who just keeps rolling.
Every time I see him run, I think of Little Giants. He's just got 3 guys on a shirt tail, and he's just pulling them down the field.
Yeah, if you hit him high, you're not going to do any good.
Yeah, it always takes a couple guys to bring him down. He's a tough guy to tackle, that's for sure.
It's like we got Brockstrom and Kane here to the near side. Single setback. It's like Hike's pass to Kane. Looks like he's going to run it in. So that should 5 offensive possessions and 5 touchdowns. 4 rushing and 1 there passing. So we'll see what Smits can do here.
Yeah,
on the extra point.
Been real accurate and on the first 4. So hopefully we.
Quite sure that they just put the clock on the 25-second clock, but they've been working all night. Now they got them lit up, so maybe they were having some problems. Dude, that one might. Ooh.
Just
a little bit to the right, but it looked like the.
Did someone get
the snap wasn't. The hold wasn't down quite.
He didn't get that ball where he wanted to, and almost popped it in and over, but just not quite.
From our vantage point here, looked like he was going way wide right.
Yeah, it did. But hit the bottom upright and just almost flopped its way in, but didn't quite get there.
I guess something to work on in practice Monday.
9:22 left in the second quarter here. Again, Nemaha Central 34, Jeff West 0. Nemaha Central with 5 touchdowns on 5 possessions. So their offense is really firing on all cylinders tonight.
Playing well. Their defense has allowed 1 first down is all so far. And I think even with that, they may still be in negative yards.
If Mike was here, he could tell us exactly how many yards they had and how many penalties they had. He's probably listening to us at home, keeping track already. He probably knows.
He'll probably be texting us here. It's like Thomas is kicking off. It's like we got number 3, Cole Gilbert deep. And number 24, he's going to take it. Thinking twice. Runs into his own player. He could have gotten.
They're fortunate that both of them got up and were okay, because that was a head-on collision there. He just didn't see his man, and he had some running room on this side of the field. Just got tangled up with his own guy and really took a pretty hard hit.
Yeah, that was 24 Clayton Holman, the other freshman. So they're going to start at their own 28-yard line. Should really show what our special teams have done tonight, because I think their best starting field position's been the 30 on any kickoff. So it's like this is going to be 24 again. He's just going to get smashed. The defensive line is just blowing up their offensive line.
He had a couple opportunities there. Just he turned it one way. I'm not sure what that play was developed to go, but he just didn't have any holes anywhere on that line.
It's like Jeff West is going to burn their final timeout of the half.
And we're going to go ahead and take one too. So we'll be back here shortly. You're watching SCTV.
S&S Automotive and Towing in Seneca is your locally owned and operated full-service automotive shop. Experience the family-like atmosphere and state-of-the-art service department, including digital inspections and text-to-pay. We know your time is valuable, so we offer pickup and delivery services. We service all makes and models and provide fast and honest service at a fair price. S&S Automotive and Towing Incorporated has been servicing Nemaha County for over 20 years. Visit us online or call us today.
All right, we're back. Just under 8 minutes, 8:51 left in the second quarter here. From our vantage point, the goalpost is right in front of the clock, so I think I can see it this time, but I'm not always going to be able to have exactly where we're at.
Yeah, for you who have been at Jeff West, the scoreboard is in the very far west end zone, kind of in the center, so when you have a wooden wall right here to our right, it's kind of tough to see that scoreboard.
Beautiful, beautiful field they have here at Jeff West. It really is one of the nicer fields that we play on.
It's going to bring up second down, and it looks like about 14 for the Tigers. Going to go in their pistol set. Two receivers to the near side. It's going to be a run, a counter play. He gets outside. That's 24, Clayton Holman.
Nice job by Holden Bass. He wasn't he chased that play and he kept up with it and was able to catch him from behind and make a tackle.
Yeah, on his first counter cut, he had space over here, but just the closing speed of Bass chased him down.
Bass is such a big kid, but he was able to he's got some speed on him for a big guy and was able to catch him.
So it brings up third down and about 11 after that 3-yard gain. Going to go with the single back. 3 receivers to the right. Going to fake it to the back, pitch it out. Pitch it out to 24, and he gets thrown down hard again by number 1, Jake Hunley.
Yeah, nice pitch, but Hunley was there right when they threw that pitch and just he really didn't have a chance anywhere. Looks like 24 is getting up slow again, but he's staying in.
Looks like that was about a loss of 3 on that play. Maybe get somebody in there once again for the freshman Clayton Holman. We got 77 off to punt again.
Good punt.
Another good punt off. They get out of the way, and it takes a thunder bounce at the 50, and it's going to be down by Jeff West there at the 47-yard line.
This will be one of the longer fields that Nemaha Central's had tonight. 7 minutes and 36 seconds left in the half. The Thunder 34, Jeff West 0.
Thunder scored on 3 rushing touchdowns, a pick 6, and a pass to Kane in the corner. That's how they've scored all their touchdowns.
At this point, the Thunder probably would, in the last few games, would have had a couple 2-point conversions or tries and haven't had that to do that tonight.
Being the pistol set, the guy that gives the Cooper hike, and boy, just trucked somebody even though he hit him low. And he's going to go all the way down and into the end zone.
What a run by Hike.
Wow.
And the offensive line does such a good job of making holes. In this particular play, Hike did not have a lot of running room, and he earned every bit of that. Yeah, he had a man that got him wrapped around low, and I'm not sure how Hike worked his way through that, but he did.
Like I said, you got to hit him low, but you might have to have a partner on the top side to bring him down. So we're going to give Caden Smith another shot at this. He's 4 for 5 on extra points. Snap down, holds down. Oh,
no good.
Kick is no good again.
I'm glad I waited because I almost said that kick was good because from here it did look like it.
It's like he must like kicking going west, not east. So.
Yeah.
What it is here, so
what did we have? 10 seconds off the clock from the time Nemaha Central took possession of the ball till they scored a touchdown. So we have the score is 40-0 with 7:25 left. I keep telling you this, and I can see that Caleb has it on the screen, and so you don't need me to tell you. Thanks, Caleb, for making me look like a fool, but it's not the first time.
There may be somebody out there that can't see their TV.
All right, I'll keep it. That's a force of habit at this point.
Nemaha Central will kick off again. Looks like we're going to have Connor Dieters kicking off again.
Dieters back kicking.
And we got the freshman Clayton Holman back to receive along with the senior Cole Gilbert.
Late in the second quarter here, I see Dieters is going to kick it all the way out of the end zone. This way we won't have to, you don't have to run after it.
It's going to make it bounce. It's going to be fielded by number 3, Gilbert. And he runs, and there is a flag on the play. Returns about around the 24.
Kick that flag up a little bit. You're saying face mask?
Face mask or hold? I think that's holding.
Was that a holding?
It was a holding. Yeah. So be on the Tigers from the spot of the foul.
First penalty of the game so far, so it's been a pretty clean played game.
So that's going to back Jeff West if they need further.
They didn't have a terrible return there. They had okay field position but now they're back to
starting off in a
14-yard line.
Yeah, it'll bring up first down and 10 to go from the 14.
Not great field position at all.
Not for what their offense have done so far tonight. Looks like it's going to be a handoff up the middle, and there's just nothing. You know, just even looking out there, I mean, our guys are head and shoulders taller and bigger than.
On that particular play, he ran right up the middle, and we had it plugged so much we couldn't even see who made the tackle, where he was at, because that hole was just plugged shut.
They are going to give him about a half yard on that. They're going to be in the pistol set again. 2 receivers wide, 1 to the near side. Freshman quarterback calling out the play. Gives it to 24 there, Clayton Holman.
Nice spin by Holman. Just he wasn't able to get his feet back underneath him and get back after it again.
That's one thing about the Thunder defense. You know, you may miss one, but you look up
and
there's 3 more right there. So it's going to bring up about a third down and a short 9, long 8 from their own 15-yard line. Looks like we're going to go single back, 2 wide to the far side, 2 to the near. Freshman quarterback, he's looking and he ain't going to find anything. And that's going to be number 54. Josh Gonzalez in on that sack.
Nice tackle. He was on him and he was trying to shed him, but just he had a hold and wasn't going to get away.
So looks like the rest might have given him a little spot. I was thinking maybe he'd have got him at the 5, which would have had a shorter distance punt, but they're going to put it at the 7.
We had a few text messages from some folks who were thinking that the camera was a bit foggy, but you can see now on the video that we're kind of shooting through a piece of glass, and he's got an open window half of the screen and the glass on the other half. So that's the reason for the appeared fogginess of the camera tonight.
77 was back Tristan Muskrat to punt. And kind of mishandled the snap, takes it out of his own end zone, but it's going to give the Thunder just great field position again. Not that they were needing that, but looks like it's going to be right at the 10s.
Also,
so it should be first down and goal, I would think, where the ball's sitting.
They got the markers up, so now they don't.
They take them down.
Yep. They heard you,
just a
Greg,
little bit
and they said, hey, this isn't right. Put those down.
Yeah. So it's going to bring up first down 10 from the 10-yard line. Carter Hike, once again, at quarterback. Motion man is Leonard. Give this to Leonard around the right side. He's going to bounce into the end zone, but there is a flag. Looks like that's going to be in the vicinity of holding.
Yep, that's what I would guess, too, if I was.
Yeah, and from the floor official, that's what he's trying to signal to the white hat.
And then the first penalty on the Thunder tonight.
Well, might be the best defense for Jeff West. So that's going to back him up 10 yards from the spot of the foul, which occurred right around the 5-yard line. It's going to bring up second down and goal to go from the 15 after that penalty. So we're going to go 2 wideouts to the far side, Leonard and Brocksherman. Near side's going to be Kane. Hike at quarterback, gives the ball to Leonard. On the wing around, kind of mishandles it, but then steps around, drives, and falls into the end zone. He juked 3 or 4 just on that play to get into the end zone.
Nice run, but he had some great blocking right in front of him that was able to, and as a running back, he was able to be patient and not outrun his blockers and kind of wait for something to develop, and was able to kind of dive in there at the last minute and for the touchdown.
So we got Caden Smith's trying it again here on the east end zone.
I feel like we were saying how successful he's been tonight kicking, and we jinxed him.
Oh,
yeah, see, we're just going to stop talking about it, and maybe.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if that was the snap was off a little bit, and also had some defenders right there.
Right there, yeah. So Nemaha Central has had 7 possessions, scored on 7 of them. One of them was after an interception.
With that touchdown, I think we're going to take a commercial break. We will be back here shortly. You're watching SCTV.
I'm a regular guy, not some celebrity endorser. You see, instead of paying for some big-name spokesperson to hype the same old run-of-the-mill account, Kasasa Checking gives that money directly back to you in the form of cash rewards. In fact, he just bought me this cup of coffee. See how that works? Amazing! Free checking, cash rewards. Take back banking with Kasasa.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank.
Yeah, we moved the camera around a couple times tonight, trying to find different spots that worked best for us and for the press box up here for everybody else. And we ended up where we're at, which is not ideal, shooting through a glass, but that's what we got tonight.
So it looks like the Thunder's going to kick off again with Jaden Thomas. Gets a high boot. It'll be fielded by number 24 on the far side. Looks like he's trying to reverse his field. Going to be swarmed under by the defense. There is a flag on the play once again.
Right at the whistle, that flag came in. Probably a holding call.
Ooh, it's going to be a face mask. It's going to be a face mask on the Thunder, which is going to give Jeff West really good field position.
Yeah, it's going to be best field position for them so far this evening.
Looks like it must have been the incidental kind. They're only going to go 5 yards. I don't know if they had that in high school. I thought they were all 15, but we'll take the 5. It'll bring up first down and 5 for the Jeff West Tigers from their own 35. Going with a single setback. 2 receivers far side, 1 near. Man in motion for the Tigers. Carry up the middle and just swarm to under again. That's number 22, Cade Morrissey.
Josh Gonzalez on the tackle again. He came around the outside and just he got there faster than the handoff.
Yeah, he's had a heck of a night on defense so far. So with that 2-yard loss, it's going to bring up second down and 10 for the Thunder. From on their own 33-yard line. Single setback. 2 wide to the right, 2 to the left. Ball carries Morrissey again up the middle and just stomped. Just stopped by that defensive wall.
Nowhere to go. It's got to be frustrating for Jeff West or any team playing against this defense. They're just so well coached and so talented. Just makes it really hard for them to, for anybody to be able to go up the middle on these guys. And here they are.
Another
Trips.
3-yard loss. It's going to bring up 3rd and 16. Trips to the near side. Single far side receiver. You mentioned about that defensive line. If you get by them, then you got 3 linebackers to contend with, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So here comes the running back again, and he once again wrapped up and hit hard.
Got a few yards, but boy, he earned those 2 yards for sure.
Yes.
Gave him 3 yards on the 2.5.
Can't tell which running back ran that ball. That was 32. 22. That's Morrissey again. So once again in punt formation for the Tigers. Number 77, Tristan Muskrat, back to punt. Bad snap, handled by him, blocked right into the Thunder. It's like if they can fall, it's going to be a scoop and score. The ball rolls.
No, they're calling it down.
Calling him down.
Yeah, as the on that punt team there on the for the Thunder, I mean, everybody wants to score that touchdown. That's the way you want to pick it up and run it in. In that particular incident, it would probably be best for someone to jump on that ball because they could have got the ball back the way it was kind of juggled around there. But Thunder was able to keep it and just shy of a touchdown, just a yard to go or so.
Yeah, it should be the shortest field position tonight for the Thunder, I would say. Not that they really needed that as an incentive, but
2.5 minutes left in the half,
like we're gonna
as you can all see on the screen.
Just the formation for Cooper. Gives it off to his older brother, or Carter off to his older brother Cooper. Him for the touchdown again. I think that's his 4th one tonight. Fourth rushing touchdown. I believe Thunder's had the ball 8 times and scored on all 8 possessions.
Besides the one turnover.
Oh, they did have that interception.
Other than that, they scored on every possession that they had the ball. So 9 possessions and 8 scores.
But then the score come right after that.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, there wasn't 2 plays later. Yeah,
touchdown on an interception return. Looks like we got Jaden Thomas kicking. And that one is through. So the kicking situation, I don't believe is solved.
I think they're still working on it.
Still a work in progress.
With that Thunder touchdown, we'll take a break and we'll be back with you. You're watching SCTV.
S&S Automotive and Towing in Seneca is your locally owned and operated full-service automotive shop. Experience the family-like atmosphere and state-of-the-art service department, including digital inspections and text-to-pay. We know your time is valuable, so we offer pickup and delivery services. We service all makes and models and provide fast and honest service at a fair price. S&S Automotive and Towing Incorporated has been servicing Nemaha County for over 20 years. Visit us online or call us today.
All right, we're back. Just 2.5 minutes left in the half here. It's been all Thunder tonight, 53-0.
Again, the Thunder will kick off for the 8th or 9th time tonight.
Yeah, Greg and I were talking about it earlier. I mean, you see that the Thunder offense they got a solid offense and a great defense, but also you can see by the field position of Jeff West that that special teams is really, really solid as well.
Looks like we got another new kicker kicking off tonight, number 54, Josh Gonzalez.
Yeah, I think his first time he's kicked.
Let's see what.
Nice kick.
Nice
high kick. Oh,
comes up, fumbles it. Is able to fall on it right there.
Almost didn't get that ball back.
Senior Kirk Gilbert, yeah. If he don't fall on it right there, I think that's Thunderball again.
Absolutely.
So it's going to bring up for Jeff West, first down and 10, it looks like, once again, from about their 24-yard line. I don't know if they've started outside the 30 all night on any kickoff.
I don't think they have. And again, that's a testament to the Thunder's kickoff team. They've pinned them back just about every single kick.
Looks like we're going out of the pistol again. Looks like running back ran the wrong way, and that's not something you want to do against this Thunder defense. Quarterback just takes a knee.
Yeah. That was probably one of the smarter moves because the best thing you could do is just come up for another play versus trying to make something out of that because there's just nowhere to go.
Looks like we got twins to the near side, single set to the far side. Out of the pistol formation, Gilbert goes in motion. The give is to Gilbert around the outside, but once again, the Thunder defense just stays at home, plays it, drags it down the line, stops him for a loss.
Yeah, Jeff West had some blockers up ahead of that running back, but they just weren't able to even get there as the Thunder defense just kind of stepped through and was able to make a tackle there.
And that's the thing. If you think the Thunder defense has size, they have a lot of size, but they also have a lot of speed.
A lot of speed.
Athleticism on them front three. So it brings up third down and about 11 from the Jeff West 22-yard line. The give is to the freshman. Looks like he's skipping, trying to make something out of nothing. Clayton Holman.
Again, nowhere to go.
So again, the Thunder defense just stacks them up.
We saw 77 here on the sidelines doing a few practice snaps. Last couple snaps were some high ones and some low ones. So it looks like they did a few practices trying to get that worked out here because it's pretty important for Jeff West to get this punt off.
That one's a nice snap back to him. Pretty good punt. Kane's going to take it on the far side and bring it back to the near side. Trying to outrun one. Does that. Two. Brings it back. Looks like he's going to have a wall set here and just spin.
He's got it. He's
spin
last
move.
man to beat, maybe.
There's his wall. And he's in for the punt return touchdown.
That was crazy. That was the longest return we've had all night. And just because he was back and forth.
That was a 100-yard to score a 50-yard touchdown.
Yeah, that was Christian Okoye kind of stuff. He would back and forth and worked his way through, and that's a tough thing to defend because you don't know where he's going next. Also, it's a tough thing to block for because you don't know where he's going next, so you don't know which way to make that block. But he was able to read it the best he could. A lot of times with plays like that, you get a holding call somewhere because
holding or a block in the back.
You think he's running one way, and next thing you know, he's behind you again, but
very good discipline on that punt return
absolutely.
Team to not draw a flag on that. And a very good run by Kane. So now we'll have Jaden Thomas attempt the extra point again for the Thunder. It's down. Kick is up and good. So he's 2 for 2 after coming in.
Good kick. We're better than 50% for kicks tonight. So
11 seconds left.
Yeah, just
11.
Just
okay.
Looks like we're going to have to get a kickoff though to finish off this half.
Half dominated by the Thunder. They've scored on defense, they've scored on special teams, and they've scored on offense.
Yeah.
So all facets working well for the Thunder against the Tigers. Like I say, Jeff West they'll have some teams coming up. I mean, they're playing right now a lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores. Our junior high come down here and played them, and Jeff West gave us their only loss. So, I mean, they've got some stuff coming up. They're just awful young.
Jeff West's And some tough matchups, too, played in Hayden. Yep. And so they've had a lot of tough games this year. So,
yeah, they're a work in progress, you could say.
Yeah, for sure.
So it looks like Gonzalez is going to kick it off again for the Thunder. Looks like the freshman and the senior are back deep. This one's going to be the freshman Holman. Spinning, looking for a hole, and he's swarmed under again by the Thunder.
That does stop the clock, so it looks like we're going to have one play here for the finish off the first half of football. Cooled off a lot out there, so really beautiful football weather. As a player, you like it to be just a little bit cooler than the fans enjoy it. And this is just perfect weather for the players.
It's like Brody Thielen's going to stay in at quarterback. He has since about the 7-minute mark, 8-minute mark of the first quarter, when Holdhouse went down with the shoulder injury, it looked like here on the sideline.
We'll see if we maybe see Holdhouse in the second half.
It's like another misdirection. He's just going to kneel it.
Yeah. Young Jeff West team, those kind of mistakes just happen.
Yep.
Running back was not in the position where he needed to be, so.
And you got a quarterback, you don't know how much he's practiced that quarterback. And so
their starting back was out early, and so that concludes the first half here. Nemaha Central 60, Jeff West 0. Obviously by the score, it's been all Nemaha Central. Jeff West was able to put a couple plays together, but then with some mistakes, there was some mishandling of the football and a couple penalties. They just really weren't able to get anything put together on offense so far in this half. We're going to go ahead and take a break for a half. You'll see some of our sponsors, and we'll be back. But before this kind of discuss the game and go into the second half, you're watching SCTV. Thanks for joining us.
My name is Rich Vernon. I've been the sheriff for Nemaha County since 2006. I've actually been employed by the Nemaha County Sheriff's Office back since 1990. That puts me in my 30th year of law enforcement here in Nemaha County. Now, I grew up in this county. I'm a lifelong resident. I've lived in this county. I grew up in the 80s. There was a lot of alcohol consumption back then. I know a lot of parents look at it like we did it when we were kids, so why can't our kids do it? If you, as a parent, or your children actually allow people to come into your homes or on your lands and drink or consume alcohol or even possess it, then you can be held liable for this law. This law carries penalties up to a $1,000 fine, and it is a Class A misdemeanor, which can actually include jail time. I can tell you, after doing this for 30 years and spending those years pulling young men and young women out of ditches lifeless, that has changed my attitude towards alcohol and towards its consumption of minors greatly. And I hope and pray that anything you can do to keep that from happening in the future, you will do, and try to keep our young children alive. Thank you.
In Nemaha County, I'm Jared Snyder, one of the family physicians at Seneca Family Practice. I don't know if you're aware, but there's a study by the state of Kansas that comes out about every year surveying our young kids in the community, ages 12 through 18. Would you be surprised to know 25% of our kids that responded between ages 12 and 18 responded saying that they had drank alcohol in the 30 days prior to the survey. And when you take into consideration and break that down, that's 4% of sixth graders, 12% of eighth graders, 34% of sophomores, and 48% of our high school seniors reporting alcohol use in the month leading up to the survey. And that's an upward trend, a year-over-year upward trend, and approaching double the state averages. Some will say kids will be kids, or if they're going to drink, they may as well do it at my house so I can have oversight. And frankly, those arguments are getting people hurt. It's leading to medical problems, addiction, and lifelong habits. We really do need to change the culture of alcohol in our community. 21 is 21 for a reason. I would just urge the community members to say, let's save some lives. The change starts at home.
Hi there, I'm Rachel Allen. I'm one of the family physicians in Sabetha, Kansas. Underage drinking isn't just an issue in terms of breaking the law. It comes with a number of both short and long-term consequences. Research has shown that alcohol use in teenage years can affect normal brain development and has also been shown to cause a 4 times increase in alcohol use disorder. In addition, teenage drinking has been shown to cause poor school performance and has been found to increase high-risk sexual activity, injuries among teens, and even death. It contributes to 3,500 deaths in people under the age of 21 each year in the United States. Long-term health consequences must also be considered when discussing the risk of teenage drinking. In addition to increasing the rate of alcohol use disorder, it has been associated with long-term diseases such as dementia, heart disease, and stroke. I know it's tempting to consider decreasing the drinking age to 18 from 21 in the hopes of making it legal will decrease these negative consequences. When the drinking age was raised to 21, there was a 16% decrease in car accidents related to alcohol, and teenage drinking decreased by 20%. It is also shown to decrease unintended consequences of underage drinking, including drug dependence, teenage deaths, and adverse birth outcomes related to teenage pregnancies.
This is max prep. It's not very good.
Let's get on our feet, cheer on our Tigers!
As a cooperative, Ag Partners has deep ties to each community we call home. Our employees have worked, lived, and volunteered alongside generations of patrons in these rural areas, building relationships through years of trust. Looking ahead at the ever-changing world and ag industry, we look forward to working and growing together to help feed the world. Ag Partners, partnering for the future.
All right, we're back for the second half of the ball game. Again, we'd like to send our condolences out to Mike and his family. Mike's not able to be here with us tonight, but please send prayers his way for sure. We are scrapped this together, and we're making it work. It's so funny because I would think at home, I'm like, I don't need Mike. We can do this without him, and here we are without him, and we were struggling at the beginning for sure, trying to get everything put together. A couple phone calls later, we were able to get up and go, and that's why we had a late start. But again, please send your prayers out to Mike and his family. We are about ready to get started with the second half, just under 2 minutes.
In a first half that was just completely dominated by the Thunder.
Yeah, a lot of Thunder the first half. You probably anticipate that they're gonna bring in some of their second and third string guys here to get them some repetition, but yeah, Jeff West just wasn't able to put much together in that first half. A couple drives that kind of just had a little spark to them, and then with a tackle for a loss or a penalty they had, they just weren't able to get anything put together. I don't know that they even got past the 40-yard line. And
they never once got, well, they did one time. They got to about the 42, I believe, and then got a sack, and we're back to 30. But
again, if Mike were here, he'd have a whole list of stats that he either remembered off the top of his head or had wrote down on his computer.
I do know they've only picked up one first down in the first half.
One first down.
And I am guessing they'd be negative rushing, negative passing. Have they completed a pass?
They did not complete a pass. Nemaha Central has had one turnover, but Jeff West wasn't able to capitalize on that turnover.
Going into the second half, Jeff West won the toss at the beginning of the game and deferred to the second half, so they won't be receiving.
We're going to have a continuous clock in the second half. So the only thing will stop the clock will be scores or injuries.
And timeouts.
But
just kind of gazing the sideline. Another deficit for Jeff West that first half was losing their quarterback, Tucker Holdhouse, on the first drive of the game for Jeff West.
Do we see him out there on the field even at all?
On the sideline.
Yeah, I don't see him on the field either. So
it looked like when he came off it was some sort of shoulder injury. He did walk off under his own power. But
and it was his right shoulder. I think he's a
right-handed passer.
I think he's a right-handed passer.
So we got Caden Smith, a freshman, kicking off. Looks like we got a lot of new faces on this kickoff coverage team. This kickoff's going to be handled right there.
Not a long kick by any means, but nice coverage for the kickoff team. Not letting them get maybe a yard on the return, but puts Jeff West in probably the best field position they started with so far in the game.
So it'll bring up first down 10 for Jeff West from the, looks like about the 41-yard line. We're going to go wide one, far wide, right. Single back over here. Gets the handoff. That's the freshman Holman. And he's going to be swallowed up again by that defensive line. Looks like we got a lot of new faces on that defensive
A
line.
lot of new defensive players as well. Trying to look through some of the scores in the area. The last 2 weeks, Mike stumbled across a website that had all kinds of great postings of scores, and I do not remember what it was called. So I'm looking through another one, and a lot of them aren't posted, but there's some games here. I'm trying to find something that's relevant to the area.
Jeff West in their pistol formation. The give-off is to the senior, Cole Gilbert. Looks like he tries over there on the left side.
Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I'd say line of scrimmage, which for tonight for Jeff West is a gain. So it brings up about a 3rd down and 11 for the Tigers. Like I said, trying to see some of these defensive players we've put in and get their names mentioned here. They could put their tight end left. Looks like they're going to run an option to the far side, and that's just going to get swarmed up. It's Holman again. And he's swarmed up by a bunch of them Thunder defenders. Looks like that one was...
Greg, I'm definitely stealing the Thunder wall from you. I'm going to use that again. We were just talking about what to name that defensive line because they just
they are a wall.
And that is about the perfect way to put it.
Looks like we got Tristan Muskrat back to punt again for Jeff West. They are at 4th. And they're going to have to burn a timeout.
And we'll take one, too. You're watching SCTV.
Should have been watching more of their games so I know all these little freshmen.
On any given Friday night, you can find us here, illuminated only by the clear night sky and stadium lights. The ball field, a place for fierce rivals and close friends, a place for celebration, a place for family. We know what it means to come together, to be a part of something bigger, to be united. United Bank and Trust, banking for your way of life.
We're back here at Jeff West Stadium. Muskrat's going to punt here after the timeout. Gets a pretty decent punt off.
He's got a nice leg on him. He just hasn't had the best snaps in the world.
Catches a great Jeff West roll. Rolls all the way down to the 21-yard line. It's going to be a...
So some of the scores in the area got Blue Valley Randolph is playing Axtell. Axtell's winning 62-0 on that game. Trying to see if there's some more that this way. A lot of these aren't reported on here. Just trying to see if I can
see here. Here we have who we have at quarterback here. Jonah Dieters at the quarterback position. Gives the ball. That looks like Lucas Holtis.
Nice gain right up the middle. Frankfurt is playing Lynn tonight. Frankfurt's up 51-6 on Lynn. Hoxie, another team that's been dominant around the area. They're winning 54-0 tonight. Trying to see.
After that run by Holdhouse, it's going to bring up 2nd down and a short half-yard to get the 1st down.
All the games they want to see scores on, I don't see them posted on. They're not listed.
That handoff around the right side is to Carter Rottinghouse. He breaks through a couple tackles, still going down the sideline. Bowling his way down all the way to the 45-yard line.
Nice gain on that run. Looks like Jeff West has most of their starting defense in the game still.
that run by Rottinghouse, it's going to bring up a first down and 10 for the Thunder from Jeff West, 49-yard line. Go to the pistol formation for Dieters. Handoff up the middle, Luke Holdhouse. He is swarmed there by Jeff West after a short gain. Give you some of the offensive linemen that have come in. Looks like Hendricks Walls in there. Looks like Daniel Childress. Looks like we got Cooper Kramer as a wide receiver to this near side. Once again, Dieters in quarterback. He keeps it on the wing around. Dieters does, goes up the middle.
Muscle his way up there for a gain of 4 yards.
Got Seth Meyer up there on the offensive line, as long as with Eli Sudbeck.
One of the scores here in the area looks like in the third quarter, Rossville 7, Silver Lake 0, so that is a really close game.
Looks like it's third and down, pass back. Dieters goes back to pass. Oh, just broken up.
Just
really,
broken up.
Tell who that is. That's Rottinghouse down there.
And Jeff West was really in a position to make an interception on that ball. They were, the Thunder was fortunate to get out of that without an interception.
Carter Rottinghouse had to turn almost into the defensive player on that possession to knock that away. It's going to bring up fourth down and about 5, a long 5 for the Thunder. It's like they're deciding over there whether or not they're going to go for it or punt it away.
Wetmore is paid midway, and it is 54-6. Dave was able to get to the website that I was talking about. It's got all kinds of good scores on it.
Looks like this is a run around the left side here by Carter Rottinghouse, fighting, struggling, and it's not going to get down to that line to gain. Jeff West comes up with a nice defensive stop there.
These NC running backs, they just must be coached so well. Every running back that gets that ball, they just go, even when they're stopped, and he doesn't look like they just keep driving those feet, and that's definitely something that across the board you see all of the running backs doing. Obviously, the size helps them get further than some of the others, but it's definitely something that they're being coached well at because you see all the running backs doing that.
They all run very hard, is correct. And hold on to the ball.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of fumbles or.
Jeff West on the first down on change of possession. That's their quarterback, number 1. He's breaking through. He finds a hole in that Thunder defense.
Able to be ridden down. Nice job on that fake handoff because the running back sold it really well where he kept it and was able to work his way through the hole and
read option there. He read right on that.
Absolutely. Centralia 21, Jackson Heights 6. I thought that might be an interesting game.
With that first down run, brings up first down and 10 for the Tigers from Thunder's 29-yard line. This is the deepest penetration the Tigers have seen all evening. Looks like the end around. He breaks a couple tackles. He's going to the corner. He gets shoved out of bounds just shy of the goal line. That's Cole Gilbert, the senior.
He had 9 Thunder chasing him down.
They got him at least pushed down out at the 5-yard line.
Marysville Rock Creek game today. Marysville is down to Rock Creek 13-7. That's another close game. It's the first quarter reported.
We got first down and goal for the Tigers. Ball carrier's Holman. Looks like he's going to run and gain a few, but then get stopped there in the middle of the line.
Gets stopped just short.
Talk about this at every game about this time. You know, the defense, no matter who's on the field and who they're playing, it's a point of pride to keep them to 0, and so they're going to really do what they can
Buckle
here.
Down here, and it's Holman over this right side. He does happen to find
able to sneak his way in for a touchdown.
Yeah, just over this right side. I believe most of Jeff West are still their starters. Not that they have a deep bench, but and many of their starters all night have been freshmen and sophomores.
Yep. Pearl Compton playing Hayden tonight. Hayden is winning 30-6, and that's a third quarter score. Oh, we got a flag coming in.
Looks like it's going to be delayed game.
Well, I didn't.
Well, if it is, they blew that whistle off.
Yeah.
Disregard the flag.
Oh, yeah. Fell out of his pocket.
Yeah.
Hate when that happens.
Well, I guess it made Jeff West decide they're going to go for 2 rather than 1 out of that deal. So,
not sure what they saw different, but yeah, they thought about it. And
yeah, because they're still 2.5 yards away from the goal line, just like they were before the incidental
Yep.
flag. So we'll see here. Looks like that's Cole Gilbert around the left side, but the defensive line is able to hold him out of the end zone. So the Thunder do give up 6, but they are able to contain him on the 2-point conversion.
all right, we will take a break, and we'll be back with you here shortly. You're watching SCTV.
Buying a new vehicle doesn't have to be stressful. Just ask any of our customers.
Wow, that was easy.
Our inventory keeps growing because of our great deals and friendly service. We invite you to come to Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca, where we have the latest new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks for the farmer and all of us. Did you say sports cars? Oh yeah, we have those too.
Come see us. It's like a car show every day.
Experience the difference at Nemaha Valley Motors in Seneca.
All right, we're back. Minute 46 left in the third quarter, as you can see on your screen without me having to tell you.
And we're going to see a team that we don't get to see very much of, the kickoff return team. Seen them on the opening kickoff, which Thunder went down in 3 plays, kind of before we were able
get things
to
up and going. And here, not sure if this is the starting kickoff return team or if this is got some of the second
teamers.
Yeah, I would say that's probably right.
Not sure about the Tigers. It looks like I said, they're very young and they play a lot of freshmen and sophomores, so you're going to see them all night long.
Yep, that's for sure.
They can sub in and out.
Gave Muskrat a little bit of a break, and he's back out to kick off here. Been pretty good.
For a big kid,
kicking,
he's very good. That's a nice deep kick taken by Rottinghouse. Over here on this side, he's going to try to go wall right. And now picks a hole in the middle. It just flat laid somebody out.
Still on his feet.
Still on his feet.
Great return on that.
And even got a little piece of someone, and someone is a little sore over there getting up.
Yeah, it's a tough tackle to make in football when you've got someone running full steam and you trying to break down and make a tackle. And at all levels of the game, like in the pros, you see them trying to get rid of some of that so that there's a lot of big collisions.
Nasty collisions.
Right then, yeah.
And you were talking about the running backs for Nemaha Central. They will go find you if you are scared. They will put a lick on you first. Every one of them. So Dieter's still a quarterback. The inside handoff. I believe that's number 23. Yes, Sebastian Randall takes that carry right up. Quick hitter right up the middle.
Yeah,
gains about 6 yards.
O-line brought the guard, pulled there, and nice opening for him to get to first 4 yards, kind of uncontested.
Looks like we got Reese Garrity at the center position right now. Got Dieters at quarterback in the pistol. Giving off to Shabanish and Randall again. And they're just giving him that quick hitters.
Yeah.
He seems to be awful fast out there.
First down.
Good gain.
Last week, Reese Garrity had a couple plays where he, I was surprised on his speed. He got on the open, and I was like, he was off, man. So young kid, but he's got some size on him, and he's got some speed on him.
Yep, and a pretty good pedigree behind him.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
That's the end of the third quarter, which was a quick quarter, being the running clock. So
we will take a break here and be back here for the fourth quarter. You're watching SCTV.
S&S Automotive and Towing in Seneca is your locally owned and operated full-service automotive shop. Experience a family-like atmosphere and state-of-the-art service department, including digital inspections and text-to-pay. We know your time is valuable, so we offer pickup and delivery services. We service all makes and models and provide fast and honest service at a fair price. S&S Automotive and Towing Incorporated has been servicing Nemaha County for over 20 years. Visit us online or call us today.
All right, we're back with this running clock. It does make the second half go pretty quick. The first half was a little slower, a lot of scores, so that stops the clock. But here on the second half with this continuous clock, we will go through it pretty quick. So here we are starting the beginning of the fourth quarter. Nemaha Central 60, Jeff West 6. Nemaha Central with the ball. First and 10 on the 40-yard line.
Looks like they have Dieter still quarterback in the pistol. Hands it off. Oh, there's the ball on the ground.
Did he get it back?
Nope, I believe that's going to be a Jeff West ball.
Yeah,
Yes.
Jeff West ball.
It's kind of what we talked about earlier. We hadn't seen the ball put on the
that was the
on the turf much, but we must have jinxed him there.
Well, when with NC's got the young kids out there, and so that's definitely a learning point for him. I was a little worried there when that play started. The Jeff West cheerleaders are throwing footballs into the stands, and I thought maybe one was going to hit me in the face, but I was fortunate to dodge it. I'm quicker than you think.
Avoided catastrophe there. So on that turnover, that is Nemaha Central's second turnover. They did have an interception way back at the beginning of the first quarter, which then they proceeded 2 plays later to intercept and return for a touchdown. So Jeff West has it. Their quarterback takes it up the middle. I believe that's still number 1 doing their quarterbacking.
Yeah. Made gain of a yard on the play.
It is the freshman Brody Thien.
Their second turnover that Jeff West is able to get, and we'll see if they can have better success this time around.
Looks like he gained a yard on that last play. Going to bring up second down and 9. They go out of the pistol set again. 2 receivers near side, 1 forward. Halfback in motion. That is the senior Gilbert around the right side, but he doesn't even gain much whenever it looked like he might have had something there.
Yeah, thought maybe he had a little bit of steam going, but was able to get a couple yards, but still 3rd and long, so it's going to put him in a tough spot here.
They may be younger, but they're just a smaller version of the Purple Wall, I guess.
Yeah, when you practice against those other guys, you got nothing but to get better.
That's very true. It's going to bring up about a 3rd down and 7 for Jeff West. They got a single setback. No, they got it in the pistol, and that's the old center to quarterback exchange right there. Goes awry out of the shotgun.
They were fortunate to be able to get that back. They had the Thunder chasing them down, but they were able to get on it and get it back, but that puts them 4th and long, and so Muskrat back to punt again.
Yeah, they've had several of them miscues from quarterback to center, or center to quarterback.
But again, we've talked since they've got a backup quarterback from the start of the game. So
a lot of learning curve, especially whenever he's a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
You know, replacing a sophomore, but he's still a freshman. Muskrat back, another nice punt.
Nice punt.
It's fielded by Rottinghouse again. Going to try to get a wall over here on this near side. Looks like he's kind of got it set if he can outrun. Looks like he just has Muskrat to outrun, and he's going to be able to do that all the way into the end zone for the Thunder touchdown. That is Carter Rottinghouse on this punt return. That's the second punt return for the Thunder tonight already.
Rottinghouse did a good job of catching that, and he was patient and waiting for his blocks to develop, and then he was able to turn on those afterburners, and I don't know that he was touched to go all the way in for that score.
Yeah, he had some nice blocking there about the middle of the field, kind of set up a wall on this side and just skated right down it. So we'll have another extra point attempt here, attempted by Jaden Thomas.
Jaden Thomas lines up for the extra point.
I feel like if I watch, I'm going to jinx it. See, I
Looks
wasn't
like
watching.
that one's there's up and through. Had a lot of leg on that one.
So this is about the time in the game where I would read off the sponsors. Last week, it's usually Mike forgets, and I remind him, hey, the sponsors, and Mike just rattles them off the top of his head, and I don't know who they all are. So if you're a sponsor, we definitely appreciate what you guys do to allow us to do this. Again, like I said, with Mike not being here with us tonight, we definitely are a man down. And please, I can't say enough, send your prayers to him and his family. They're going through a tough time right now, and they're going to need all the prayers they can get. So I think we'll just stick right here for right now. And so I see Muskrat out there kicking. I kind of wonder how that's going to work. Did he go to his coach and say, Coach, let me kick? And they're like, no, come on. Well, I can kick, Coach. Fine, let him try. And he kicks it, and they're like, okay, wait a minute. He might got something here because he's not the quintessential kicker that you'd be used to seeing.
Yes.
But Nemaha Central has Mongo that also kicks off, and he would also not be the kicker.
Prototypical kicker.
Absolutely, yes.
Whereas right here we have Camden Smith kicking off. Now a little more prototypical kicker there.
He looks like a kicker.
Yes. And he has a nice kick.
Nice kick.
It's fielded by Gilbert. He's back and forth. Back and forth.
Central was able to break him down a little bit, and he just went back and forth and just slowed him down enough where it got a couple other Thunder defenders to come and make a tackle.
Like you say, with this Thunder swarming defense that they've been taught, you may miss one, but
they're coming.
The next two are coming right after you. So it's going to bring up a 1st down and 10 for Jeff West from their own 28-yard line. Seems like Jeff West has started back at about that spot most of the night.
Yeah, that's about where they've been all night.
Between that 20 and that 30 right in there, so. Pistol set. Quarterback. He goes on a quarterback draw right at the middle. Does find a hole.
Nice.
Going to try to bust it out here to the outside, and he gets stopped. That's number 41, Leo Holdhouse, throwing him down, but he does come up with a nice run, maybe the longest run of the night.
Yeah, nice run
for Jeff West.
And again, a good job by Holdhouse breaking down, making a tackle. That's a tough open field tackle to make, and he was able to break down and wrap up and make a nice tackle, stop him because it looked like that might have been a touchdown if he didn't get him.
Yeah, he gets by him. He's going to pay dirt.
Yep, for sure.
So with that run, Jeff West will bring up 1st down and 10 from the 49-yard line. Jeff West in the pistol, gives it off to the second back through. He makes the first man miss. There's a flag, comes in. He gets thrown down there over there on the far sideline.
Another nice run by Jeff West, but that flag came in.
That's Clayton Holman on the run, but yes.
Holding on the Tigers. So that's
right
going to come back.
Right in the middle of the field. You do that right in front of the umpire, he's probably not going to miss too many of them.
And that white hat's been all over those holding tonight.
What do we got over there on the far side?
But definitely a good job by the officiating crew. Sometimes we like to rag on them up here because it's easy, but you realize none of us are down there doing it. So without them, we can't have these games. So we always appreciate having an officiating team.
Looks like Gilbert is around here to the right side, just going to get swarmed under again. That is 12:37. My apologies, I don't have all these young kids.
half of the defense on the tackle there. They just kind of, only on that play, one guy makes a tackle, but it takes a team to do their job and stretch that out and not able to make any progress upfield, and eventually everybody gets there and tackle for a loss.
Cooper Kramer there on the lead hit before the rest of the Thunder defense coming to finish him off. That was about a loss of about 7 and brings up 2nd down and 17. Jeff West in the pistol. Gilbert around the right side. Looks like the quarterback's going to keep it. Get close back to the line of scrimmage. Jaden Seitz, the freshman, with a nice tackle.
Yeah, Seitz had him wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage, but he was able to
just kind of roll the head a little bit on him.
Yeah, kind of tumble his way for a little gain.
They gained back about 4 yards on that play. Going to bring up 3rd down and call it 13 from their own 46-yard line. Jeff West going to go with 1 wide right, 2 to the near side in a pistol formation behind Gilbert, or behind Thielen, excuse me. Holman's going to get the run around the outside.
Just about to the original line of scrimmage, or maybe just short.
Say right in there. Can't see over there. It's like Cooper Kramer, they said, was in on that tackle.
A car registered to Christopher Thomas with a Nissan vehicle needs to move. Please, you're in the parking lot. Obstructing.
I hear him talking over the loudspeaker about a car in the way. I'm just making sure it's not our bus. I don't want to get towed. We'll have no way home if they take our bus away.
We'll be out there with the thumb, won't we? Be wondering what you guys got me into here.
Yeah, right? Yeah. We didn't tell you about getting home. I told you to bring you. Muskrat for a punt. And again, another good punt. Solid punt.
It's going to be down right there at the 25 by Gilbert.
The clock just a rolling there.
We're down
3.5 minutes left in the game.
In a game that was completely dominated by the Thunder the first half. Both offense, defense, and special teams.
Yeah, and you can really see the Thunder, how disciplined they are when you see the second team come in. And some of the small mistakes they made, which do make a big difference in a game like this, that starting offense does not make those mistakes. But these young second-team guys are, they're still learning, and they're going to make those kind of mistakes. And sometimes those mistakes are good practice.
And it goes back to Jeff West, playing a lot of freshmen and sophomores. Yeah, they are going to make them small mistakes, Looks like we got, is that Rottinghouse on the that'll be Lucas Holdhouse on the carry up the middle.
Lucas Holdhouse is listed at 5'6" and 135 pounds, but I bet he's 125 soaking wet.
Yeah.
But he still runs hard for a little guy.
You got to know how to put rocks in your socks whenever you weigh, whenever you're that size.
I played football a long time and never got weight on the scale. They just look at me and say, "Oh, he could pass for this."
Lucas Holdhouse again on the carry. Unlike me, it's like, God, I just wanted to hit 100 pounds. So you had to put a few rocks in the socks just to get there. So his time continues to click away here. We're at a minute 48 here in the fourth quarter with the Thunder leading 67-6. Brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Thunder from their own 30. Trying to get the crowd riled up here in this game. Quarterback Dieters looks like he gives it off to Lucas Holdhouse again.
Last week we were about the same position, and the opposing team took a few timeouts at this point, trying to stop the clock and letting their offense get back on the field. But it looks like maybe Jeff West is going to just let that clock keep running.
Jeff West may have had a few players get a little banged up.
Yeah, they had to.
Tonight.
Sure.
I don't know if they want to keep.
Yep, like I said, they have a very young team. It's just kind of crazy to think these guys were just playing 8th grade football a year ago, and here they are playing varsity football against some seniors who have a lot of experience and a lot of size.
Yes, and a team that's very well coached. You just hope it don't damper these younger kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
For the years.
You'd like to see them back next year and keep going after it.
And build a program. Looks like we got another new quarterback. Is that? 21.
Caleb Strothman as a quarterback.
Yep.
So, yeah, they're
Caleb
just
was on there.
trying a few different quarterbacks tonight.
Looks like we turn it over on downs, but that clock continues to click away with 7 seconds left. Looks like that's going to do it.
Call it the game.
He's going to do it for tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
So, into the game tonight, 67-6. Nemaha Central victorious. They move to 5-0, and Jeff West moves to 0-5. Again, Jeff West had a very tough schedule so far, and then they have a very young team. So these guys they battle hard all the way to the end. So props to them and their team and their coaching. They've done a great job here. Nemaha Central is they're kind of a force this year too, and Mike would already tell you I think they're probably ranked first in the state, or if they're not second in the state.
Second in one poll, first in the other, just kind of depending where you look.
So,
a very good offense, defense, special
there's
teams,
all the way around a solid team. And
very good game all the way around, and they'll be back at home next week. I think they're playing
Minneapolis next week at home.
And then on the road the week after to Riley County, and then competition will start to
then when we get Sabetha, and then you'll start to the playoffs, and
so
sometimes when you have games like this where it's not a close matchup, sometimes those nice tight games make a team stronger and better, and you hate to see these games that aren't very close, and then all of a sudden we're going to play some teams that are going to be a lot closer games, and these guys aren't used to just having to go through having to play all 4 quarters. So.
And these are the games you want to get through with nobody getting hurt.
Yep, absolutely.
That's the key, and I believe tonight we're going to walk away from what we've seen from
our
it
looks like everybody
point,
came out healthy and good, and a couple Jeff West banged up players, but hopefully nothing too major, and they'll be out next week. Usually Mike can go on and on about stats and all kinds of stuff at the end of the game, and tonight we don't have a lot of that. So I just want to thank you all for listening. I want to thank all our sponsors for helping us be able to do this. And again, we want to send our prayers out to Mike and his family. I debated this for a while when I was driving down here, but thank you guys, and I'll see you at the next ball game.